guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, welcome, thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is going to be a collab with my friend Becca. We've done other collab videos before. She's doing the year-long project pan with me, and we also did a couple other collabs down below as well. And she's also the one who sent me a couple eyeshadow palettes as well as just other makeup products because she was going to declutter them and she knows that I'm on a no-buy. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Becca already from our other videos, definitely go check her out. I will leave all her information down below. I just love her so much. She's so sweet, she's beautiful, she's so talented, and she's just the sweetest little thing. Like I freaking love her. We decided to do a look inspired by the elements today. I'm doing fire and water and she's doing air and earth. And mainly we got the idea because we were like, okay, Avatar Legend of Korra. We're like, you know, we could either do like a body paint for me for each character and then she does like a makeup look or whatever. And we are doing two separate looks in this one video instead of like a half and half look. And if you guys want to see how I got my fire and water looks, then just keep on watching. Alright, so we're first going to start off with the water look. I honestly have no idea where I'm going with this look. I'm going to start off as always with my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot and just priming my eyes with this and bringing that all the way up to the brow bone and then on the lower lash line as well. I haven't done any base makeup, but I have just done my moisturizer. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with some tape. I've already put it on the back of my hand to make it a little less sticky. And I'm just going to line this up. So I hope they're somewhat even. I haven't done tape method in forever and it's just, I just want a sharp line, so I'm going to try it. But the first eyeshadows we're going to go into are from this e.l.f. Acai You bite-sized palette, and this was sent to me from Becca. So I figured it was just perfect to use in this video because she sent it to me and it's a blue palette and we're going with a water look. So I'm going to first take this light shade here and I'm just going to apply that in the crease all the way out to the tape. So next I'm taking this GLF Cosmetics palette in collaboration with my friend Jess. This is the Unicorn Party palette, but we're going to go into this shade Wild, which is the matte blue in this palette. It's the only matte blue in here. Just apply this underneath it. And I'm just going to focus this on the outer half of the crease, keeping it a little bit lower than that periwinkle blue. And keeping it on the outer corner just for some depth. I don't want to bring it as far in. I think I'm going in the middle, like 2/3. I'm keeping the first third without this color. So now going back into the bite-sized palette, we're going to take this dark blue here, tack this on that outer lash line kind of thing, kind of creating a dark blue wing, but just keeping it on the outer corner. Not bringing it too far in. And then bringing it in the crease a little bit too. So then I'm going to go into this Colored Rain Lovelies palette and take this dark bright blue, put that just on top of that e.l.f. blue because it wasn't as bright as I wanted, but like still dark. So I'm going to just use this to add a little bit more darkness but make it a little brighter. Going back into the Unicorn Party palette, we're going to go in with the shade Party on our finger and we're going to tap this in the center of the lid. And then going into Magical and tapping this on the inner third of the lid. And going into this Juvia's Place palette, we're going to take this shade, what I have no idea how to say. We're going to focus this right on the inner part of the lid as well. I'm trying not to get it in my inner corner too much. For my inner corner, we're going to go in with Believer, which is the white shade. Taking a clean, fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend. Then I'm just taking a cotton pad with some micellar water on it and cleaning up the fallout. This eye definitely had more fallout than the other one. So for the lower lash line, we're going to go with the same matte shades we use at the top. We're going to go in reverse from darkest to lightest. We're going to go in with the shade from the Color Drain palette first and pop that on the lower lash line. And I'm keeping this just more so on the outer half. I'm not going too far in with it. Then the shade from the e.l.f. palette. Then going into Wild on the same brush, and I'm keeping this just in the inner, blending it a little bit so that it kind of blends together in the middle. Then with a really small blending brush, taking the Periwinkle shade and just blending out the lower lash line a little bit. Taking a little bit more of this Believer shade on the same Dose of Colors brush, and we're going to use this as a brow bone highlight. Then I'm going to go into this color and I'm going to use this on my brows. I want to just do a little bit more of a blue to it. So we're going to do the darker blue, but I don't want it to be like a bright blue. So we're going to try this and see, just to give it like a blue tint. I can see that it's blue in person, so. Alright, so now I'm just going to do it on one eye. So I'm going to take a small paintbrush and some of this NYX Lid Lingerie, and this is just the white one. I'm going to attempt to draw like little water droplets. And then I'm going to do a white liner with it as well. So I went off camera and finished up the liner on this eye, and then I ended up bringing the liner into the crease a little bit. So then I'm going to do that on this side as well. With this same small brush, we're going to go in with the shade Wild and shade these on the outer side. I'm going to take this shade from the Juvia's Place palette on the same little brush and use that to fill the rest of the little water droplets in. Going in with the white shade just on the tops there. Just give these little droplets some extra dimension. That's not deep enough for me for the shadow side, so we're going to go in with the shade and deepen that up just a little bit. I don't know how much of a difference it's actually making on camera, but it's definitely showing up a big difference in person. Alright, so since this is just look one, I'm going to finish off with mascara, lashes, and do my face off camera, so we're not taking too much longer, so this video isn't like an hour long with doing 2 looks. Alright guys, so this is my finished water inspired look. I just popped on this gray to like teal wig. For the lips, I used this Kat Von D KVD Vegan Beauty lipstick in the shade Poe. Just a dark blue with some glitter in it. And then for my face, I just used the ABH Glow Kit. I used some of the blue shades and then like a peachy blush from Ofra. I forget what it's called. And then my lashes are from West Coast Lash Bar, which is my friend's brand, and it's in the style Portland. Alright, so this is it for the finished water look. If you guys want to see the fire look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so now for the fire look. I already did my eyebrows with my brow pomade and everything, but I went into this shade called Spark in the Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette. Again, this is one that was sent from Becca, so I kind of want to incorporate palettes that she sent in these looks as well. I'm gonna go in with the tape again. And I'm doing this before the paint pot just so I can kind of see like if I do this again, which is the best way to do it. Before primer or after primers. Alright, so as per usual, MAC paint pot as my eyeshadow primer. And again, I have moisturizer on already just to prep my skin. And yes, I am filming this in the same day. This is the same black shirt. I just removed my makeup, washed my face, and we're at it for look number 2. So first we're going to go into this matte yellow shade from the Ace Beauté Vintage Dawn palette. I'm going to apply that. And we're going to apply this above the crease. Next we're going to take the orange shade from the same palette. Again, kind of like the last one, we're just going to apply this a little bit lower than the first shade. Now we're going to go into this dark purpley shade from the Melt Cosmetics Impulsive palette. Apply this on the outer bit there. So next we're going to take the black shade with some micro glitter from the ColourPop Mouvement palette. And we're going to pack this onto the lid first just to get a really dark base. And then we're going to add some of the more textured shadows on top of it. But I just want to get a semi-dark base down. And then I'm going to pack this on the outer corner as well, so we just have that purple shade up in like the crease area. So then I'm bringing the purple in a little bit more, but still leaving a little bit of space between the black and the purple where you see like the yellow and orange. First we're going to go in with the gold shade. I think this is the only glitter in the palette. I'm going to use this to go right in that area that I left open between the black and the purple. Then with my finger we're going to go into the metallic-y foiled red with gold shade, and we're gonna pop that on top of the black. And I'm gonna go back in with the black shade and just tap that on the outer corner a little bit. Now we're gonna go back into the Vintage Dawn palette with this first yellow shade and use that as an inner corner highlight. And I'm bringing it into the shadow a little bit as well. And now going in with a little bit more of the paint pot for the lower lash line. We're going to go in with the orange shade first this time and pop that on the lower lash line. A little bit of this purple shade just on the outer corner to connect it to the top. And then finally just smoke that out with the yellow. So I think I'm going to leave it like this for the eyes, where the other look I did the water droplets. I think there's enough texture going on the eyes right now. I don't want to add anything else and like cover up the texture and the blend. So I think I'm going to leave the eyes like this. I'm going to pop on some lashes, the rest of my face, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I don't have my lip or my wig on yet, but with these lashes on, I kind of want to do a little bit more with the eyes. And I want to kind of drag it out so it's kind of like a V. So I'm going to take some of this dark purple and I'm going to go on the outer corner and I'm going to go like that. Alright, so they're not 100% even, which is annoying me so much. But I know if I keep going at it, I'm just going to mess it up even more. But I'm going to take my Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy Liquid Glitter. Kind of just do a glitter V between the top lash liner and the bottom liner thing here. Alright, so I just popped on this long ombre red wig for my lips. It's this Grande Lips Plumping Liquid Lipstick, and I have no idea what the shade name is. It doesn't say on here, it's just a little sample size of it, but I've never tried a lip product like it, and it's so interesting because it's a liquid lipstick, but it feels cooling. My lashes are from Kari J, K-A-R-I. I'm not exactly 100% sure on how to say that, but the style is Azalea. And then for face, I used my Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean palette, and I used the blush in this palette and then the gold highlight shade. Alright guys, so that was it for my water and fire inspired makeup looks based off the elements. I definitely can't wait to see Becca's video and see how her looks turned out for air and earth. Again, her information will be linked down below so you guys can go check her out. Go subscribe to her channel, go follow her on Instagram. She's just the sweetest thing ever. Like I've been saying, like, I freaking love her. So go show her some love, and yeah, let me know which out of these two you like better. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the little bell notification so you guys know every single time that I upload. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Honestly, it's harder breathing next to you. I share a gun and as a picture.